Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda with a quick review of Ouray, Colorado. I might pronounce it wrong every once in a while, but it's Ouray is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Its nickname is Little Switzerland. This is a beautiful area located in the heart of the San Juan Mountains. It's in southwest Colorado. The history here is very rich. This is the gold mining, the silver mining, all types of metal mining happened in this area, and a lot of little towns popped up in this area. This is what helped settle Colorado, was a lot of this area right here, and a lot of immigrants and other people came out here too to work these mines. Very dangerous jobs. Ouray today is known as just a beautiful area to come and do, especially outdoors activities. As you can see, look at as we're driving into Ouray. And if you want to come out here in a couple of years in 2026, Ouray is going to celebrate its 150th birthday. So I'm sure they're going to do a big bash here. They have all types of activities here. It's known as the Outdoor Recreational Capital of Colorado, with more than 60 activities that can occur right in the town. So they do all types of stuff. The population here is around 970 people, but as I said, this is a place people come to all the time, so their population balloons immensely here. We got here pretty early. Oh, how we save money. When we went to here, we stayed at Ridgeway State Park. We had electrical sites. We have a hard-sided pop-up camper, so we stayed there, and this was probably I want to say around an hour and a half drive from Ridgeway State Park here in Colorado. But we saved a lot of money. I can imagine what a hotel would cost here around this time. So we got here pretty early, so we were able to get a parking spot easily downtown when we first got here with no problem. As you can see, this is us actually initially starting to walk around the town. It was in the 80s here, but remember, elevation in Colorado was high, so the 80s here is not like 80s say in a lot of other places. That sun is beat, so when it's overcast, it's fine, but once it's not overcast, like it's a sunny day like this, the sun is closer to you, so it's really beating on you here in Ouray. So just keep that in mind. Walking around here. Oh, so anyway, we said Ridgeway State Park is where we stayed. So it cost us a total of probably around 70 some bucks to stay 2 nights. It was 3 days and 2 nights we stayed, and it had showers and everything at the state park we were at, and it saved us a lot of money. And the nearest airport is going to be Telluride Regional. One thing about this area, everyone, be mindful, especially if you're like me, and there's many people that like to do this. If you're frugal and mind your money, you can quickly spend a lot of money in these areas if you're not careful. They're very touristy. There's a lot of touristy trap stuff here too. There's a lot of good stuff that's great budget friendly things too, but be mindful when you go in these cool little shops. You can rack up really quick buying little trinkets that a lot of times are not worth what you spent for them. I was proud of myself this time because I did not spend a bunch of money. I usually don't anyway, but I didn't spend $30 for a shirt or anything like that, so that was good for me. Yeah, so we really didn't spend a lot of money on stuff like that. We went out to eat one time here, and then I'll tell you in a little bit. But the place we ate at, I broke my golden rule. When you're in small towns or touristy towns like this, do not go to the places with the cool looking, like modern look to them. Usually they're the crappy places. And the place we went to was one of those places that looked more modern because a lot of the places we wanted to was closed. It had an outdoor seating at the bottom, and they had outdoor seating on the second floor. They put us on the second floor. They had no fans, nothing like that going. They had cloth covers to kind of block the sun. It was actually miserable sitting up there. It was hot. The food was average or below average, and they charged quite a bit. But it was whatever. You learn, We didn't want to eat there. We wanted to eat at one of the little cool spots, but unfortunately, most of them were closed at the time. And we also broke the golden rule of waiting until we were super hungry, so we had to hurry up and pick. You know what I mean when you travel and you do that. But anyway, this is just walking around. The town itself is beautiful. I would love to come up here in the wintertime and check it out. Like I said, just be mindful if you want snacks and stuff, besides maybe some cool local stuff here and there. Stop at a bigger store on your way into town because you're going to pay triple the price at a lot of these places. And they may have hidden somewhere like a Dollar General or a Family Dollar or something like that somewhere maybe. Just being mindful of that. But the shops are really cool. I really liked a lot of the stuff, and I only bought a few things, everyone, because this was going to be a budget-friendly road trip. It was more about the views, checking out this place called Little Switzerland, and I think this town is very beautiful. It started filling up with people. Like I said, a lot of people do outdoor activities. Lots of dual sports bikes here. People driving up. Lots of people hauling UTVs and dirt bikes and stuff like that. Lots of hiking trails, things like that, because there's a lot of mountains. There's a hiking trail that goes around the city where you can actually you can hike around the city from over the top of it, which is really cool. The little because it sits right in a canyon basically, as you can see. So like I said, I bet you in the winter this place is beautiful. So getting back to being budget friendly and stuff like that, I mean, excuse me, being conscious of your budget also. You're going to go through towns like Telluride. If you fly, you're going to go into Telluride. Telluride, there's a lot of millionaires who live there. Not everyone's a millionaire that lives there, but it is overpriced. So just be mindful. It's going to be an overpriced city. I will be doing another video. I'll put it together. After here, we took the $1 Million Highway, which if you're scared of heights, it's a trippy highway to take, especially with no guardrails and you're looking down, you're like, oh my God, type of thing. But we've taken something like that in Utah as well. So anyway, we went to Silverton as well. Silverton was a little bit better for the budget, and the places they had places open that were the smaller mom and pop restaurants that were actually really good. Here they have them, but they were closed at the time, so we went to one that looked cool and it sucked, just to be honest with you. So just being mindful of that. But there's plenty of stuff to do in this area, especially if you like outdoor stuff. You'll see us, this place right here, this store right here, they had stuff in here like wood carved stuff that was like up to like $60,000-$70,000, but it was really cool. It looks beautiful. It is beautiful. It was really hot because of that sun beating on us at 7,600 elevation. You may ask about, well, what about the elevation impact? We are from Colorado. We live in the Denver area, so we live in the Mile High City. It doesn't affect me like that. I've been here 20 some years, so it's not a big deal. If you're coming from out of town and you're going to try and do hikes and you're from low elevation places, say like Oregon, a lot of Washington and stuff like that, just be mindful that you may have some difficulty at first and struggle. It takes time to acclimate to this unless you're a serious athlete or something. So just being mindful of that. But look at the views, everyone. It's a beautiful city. We started walking around, so we did a couple of things, and then you end up losing where you park because it fills up with people coming into town, so you had to park further out, which wasn't a big deal here. I got to walk around the neighborhoods and see all these little cool houses, and I really liked it. I really like that about these downtowns. You can have a little house like these and sit on your porch, and it's just beautiful. But then again, it's a tourist place, so many people are coming through your town. Now, there are things that are very budget friendly here, and we ended up doing them, and I'll do a video on them. We did the mine, where you can do the mine tour. That didn't really cost that much. It was a fair price. We did Box Canyon, which you'll see here, who offers discounts to seniors, I believe children, and veterans and stuff like that. The museum, and I'll do it on the museum. The museum is pretty awesome, talking about their history. I thought it was really cool, and it was super budget friendly. These are the type of places where, like the museum, it doesn't cost that much, but you kind of want to leave a tip or put a donation in their box because it's a good spot. Yeah, so you want to sometimes leave money because they really are offering a good service at a fair price, and it's good quality information and historic important stuff to learn about these areas. Look at these neighborhoods. They're really cool looking. I saw so many. That's what I love about small town America, our smaller city America, is there's so many like classic cars. Our people that there's always someone that has a new car and stuff like that, but there's also so many cars that people just keep on the road and take care of them and work on them, and I think it's really cool because you always see them in these areas. So walking around here, like I said, it's very beautiful. Also, we have been, by this day, we've already been camping for about probably 4 days, I'd say by now. Maybe it's 4 days. So we've stayed at one other campsite, Manco State Park, down by Durango, Colorado, for 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights. And now we've relocated to Ridgway State Park. And so we camped that night before, and so we've been camping. So I'm not in the mood really to hike a lot. just because I've been doing a lot, and I have like video I need to, of me riding my e-bike. I rode my e-bike a lot, and my son's fished a lot, and my wife's done a lot of kayaking and stuff, or her paddleboard, excuse me. So we're just walking around and chilling. Nothing strenuous here happening here, and this is the stuff I like to do a lot of times. So typical with a lot of these towns, the main street is paved. As you go down the side streets, they're more gravel, or what they do out here is they oil them to keep the dust down. So they may gravel them, then they put oil on them to keep the dust down out of it too, from kicking up. Also, you'll see a video I will do on the museum here. I really like the museum, and I actually got quite a bit of footage from it, and I will recommend you go check out the Ouray museum while you're here too. But anyway, it started filling up in downtown, but it was tolerable. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like something like, oh my God, this place is like a super tourist trap. A lot of people are passing by. They stop, they eat, they bring their motorcycles. If you have a motorcycle, I used to ride motorcycle. I just don't really anymore. But this is a beautiful drive to make on your motorcycle. And people who ride motorcycles that do decide to come through here, they're wow, because it's just beautiful, and you see things a different way when you're on a motorcycle or a bicycle a lot of times, and you're able, the beauty hits you a lot more even. So here we are, same thing, walking around. There's a UTV place where you can rent UTVs. I believe you can get your UTVs worked on. They have 4-wheelers, stuff like that. And also, some of the hotels are historic sites, so you can stay in like old historic hotels, saloons. There were saloons I really wanted to go to, and honestly, we forgot about it. I wanted to go there and actually eat. We ended up going to another place I think that was kind of similar. It was an old saloon in another city. You'll see in a future video. But I was like, darn it, I missed out on it. Okay, this is us going to the Box Canyon Falls Park. This is a simple drive. This is in Ouray. Tickets are around $7-8, something like that, and they will give you a discount. Like I said, if you're a senior, veteran, maybe for kids too. I just don't know. Just check the website. This is the Box Canyon Falls Park in Ouray. One thing about walking here, you saw those rocks. We were walking. Watch your head. I saw a couple of people whack their head on those rocks, so make sure you're ducking and paying attention to where you're walking. One of the best things about the Box Canyon, this was a very hot day, well, as soon as you start walking in here, it's like an air conditioner. I'm not going to say it's like if you've ever been to Carlsbad Caverns, how it's like super cool down there. You have to have like a jacket and stuff like that. But this was definitely relaxing and very, I don't know about in the wintertime, but I can tell you in the summer, it felt really good. And it was a wise decision of us to come here and check this out. And I'm glad we did. You could go all the way to the bottom, which we did. People standing out in the middle and just, take it in. Like I said, it was super cheap. I think there was a hiking trail or two there. It's very easy to get to. They have parking here, by the way. They also have bathrooms there too. And they might have had a little shop there too. I'm pretty sure they had a little shop too. We didn't do it. Like I said, we are really good and budget minded this time. A lot of times we are anyway. But we try to stay out of those shops unless we want it. She usually gets a magnet or something. Usually I get a shirt. And I didn't do it this time, like I said. But she got her magnet. There you go. There you can see it. It was really cool. It didn't cost much. The mist and the moisture coming off the Box Canyon Falls was very nice because we were getting a little sweaty and stuff like that. So as you can see, look at those rocks. You could easily crack your head on them, and people were. I'd watch people here and there not paying attention, and bam, hit their head. And you know how it is. You hit your head on rocks and stuff. You're rubbing it the whole time. So beautiful walk. Great. Also, you follow the trail. It does not take you where you came in from. It takes you right to the parking lot. So you can literally go from the Box Canyon Falls, go to the parking lot, and there you go. You hop in your car and leave. We would also do the mining here too. I'll put that in a future video. And we did the little mining tour, which was actually really cool. I recommend you go check out Ouray. Check it out. Check out some other small towns in the area. They have a lot to offer. Tell your ride's cool. Go visit it. But like I said, it's way overpriced. But it's really pretty. Just being conscious of that. I just warn people of that. But do the $1 Million Highway and check it out. You'll see it can be a little bit scary at times, but there's some cool towns up there and some old ghost towns and old ghost mines and stuff if you want to see them. And this right here, the last part, this is me walking towards the museum. You'll see in a future video. Anyway, I recommend Ouray. Everyone, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Frugal Panda out.